You're, that's the simple answer right there. Sony cheated. They stuffed it into this gigantic, enormous, large piece of shit, and you know what? They don't have a very good compression file. It does work natively with Apple, but it's not really that compellingly great. This is like what happened with when DOS won over won over Unix. The wrong operating system won. I mean, Unix was a much more stable and secure. I mean, Unix will always pawn DOS no matter what. I mean, you take the original Unix and combine it with the original DOS, Unix will win. Period. Mr. Bit was too afraid to say it, but I'm not. The mistake was in the customers, and it was. I mean, I'm trying not to be mean to the customers, but that's the actual fact. The wrong format won, the wrong kernel won, and that's just the way it goes. The customer didn't pay attention. They wanted something easy and more streamlined. And simple fact of the matter was, because they wanted something streamlined with DOS, and we now have massive security problems. Hackers just hacking away at just almost everything Windows and Windows servers. And I know, and you're going to say that Windows servers pawn Mac servers. First of all, the Mac servers are actually better than Windows servers, but if you want superior server that most servers are run by, why don't you just go try a Linux or Unix server, which is 10 times more powerful than a Windows server any day? I'm serious. I mean, go ahead and try that. Windows has literally nothing on the security that Linux and Unix have. A BSD, all of them. And this was no mistakes by them. You know, I mean, at least I don't consider open source being somewhat communistic, Mr. Bit, but yeah, I said it. But, it's a good community, and these people have good programs, and, Microsoft sometimes don't want to deal with them. So, open source is their only real venue. And, or, Microsoft will just steal their ideas and try to claim it as their own. Good old Microsoft. Yes, Apple's done that a couple of times, but, and don't even try to bring the spaces up. That was open source, so that's technically not stealing from something that was already there. But yeah, DVD does not have the superior power that you think it does. It's been having sales problems and competing with the regular DVD, which is an old tried and true favorite among fans and users, is their major problem. Until Sony can come up with something that I mean, Sony can come up with some way. I mean, they were already starting to jack down the Blu-ray players, which may help Blu-ray a little bit more, and their Blu-ray sections are starting to get bigger despite the low sales in the WalMarts. The sales are just not working here in the United States, but yet they're pushing it. You got to give the companies some credit. They're really pushing this format, even though, the real reason why they all went with Blu-ray was because HD DVD got cracked and Blu-ray didn't. And then right after Blu-ray won the war, Blu-ray got cracked. Some hacker just cracked it, cracked the code, everything. It wasn't really much of a shocker to me when I heard it. I practically was laughing on my ass when Zoll told me, because I knew. Give a hacker enough time, they'll fucking hack anything. And here's a simple fact, people, ladies and gentlemen: nothing is really safe. Okay? But there you go. I mean, I hope this explanation helps. Sorry, Mr. Bit. Not trying to be a jackass, but yeah.